Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dell. All information about me is in the description box. You can check it out there. It includes any resources or things like that that come through the channel, through the readings. I just throw it down there in the description box, as well as the Spotify playlist. So any music that comes through the channel, I just add it to our playlist. It's grown quite eclectic, and it's a lot of fun to listen to. So I'm also encouraging, if you ever feel like you want a sign or something, or you're looking for like communication from your intuition, if you want to just, and you're receptive to music, you can just hit shuffle and see what comes through for you on there. Yeah, the only way to book a personal reading with me is in my website, DelleGoddessIntuitive.com, and that link is in the description box as well. And yeah, I work as a psychic intuitive medium here on YouTube and through my business. So this channel is for bringing forward messages to those who need it most, always in divine love and in a space of non-judgment. Yeah, and I think we'll just get started. If you haven't already and you would like to, please definitely consider subscribing to the channel. It's greatly appreciated, and you get to be a part of the community that's growing here, and it's really wonderful. So thank you for those of you guys who like the videos, who comment, who have subscribed. It's so appreciated, and yeah, it's wonderful. So thank you. I'm hearing some stuff come in already. I heard thank you. Oh my gosh. And now I'm hearing the Golden Girls theme song, if you know that. So it's thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Boom, boom. It's a good song. I'd love to see someone do like a rock version of that. I think it would be awesome. So I think someone is really appreciative of you for being a friend to them. I'm getting it's mutual though, but I'm actually getting it outwardly expressed in words. So it's like somebody is really appreciative of all that you do for them, all your hard work. For some of you, it's like you're like the oh my gosh, what's it called? The maid of honor, or maid of honor. Or I heard matron of honor. I think there's a difference, and I forget. I'm not sure, but I heard matron of honor. So it's like you were the matron of honor at this wedding, and it's just like your friend is really, really appreciative of your support, and it's like you are a pal. Thank you so much. So I am getting like recognition of that coming through, and acknowledgement of that. Yeah. So I'm also getting support is coming to you when you need it most. So this could be a whole other message, but I'm getting support's coming to you when you need it most. I think that's all for the channel messages today, short and sweet. I'm going to go into the Oracle then. So this is the Viking Oracle deck. This is like Norse wisdom, Norse guidance. Whenever I see this deck, I'm like, ooh, it's gonna, bringing out the big guns today. So we don't get to use this nearly enough on the channel, but I really enjoy this deck, and the Norse energy is very like direct, straightforward. It's empowering, and it's to the point, and I like it. So we'll see what wants to come through. Sunstone is the first one. I'll show you in a second when we get the cards out. What Sunstone is about. Even on a cloudy day, figuring out how you are going to move forward in something, in an area or aspect of life. So when they were on their ships, like the Viking voyages and on the ships and stuff, it was said that there was a sunstone, and you can actually get a crystal, a sunstone, I've seen them, where it didn't work like this, but it was supposed like that they had this rock, this sunstone, that even if it was cloudy, they could always hold it up to the sky, and it would show them where the sun was, so they could navigate the seas. So when the card comes through, it's a message of like, if you feel lost, I'm hearing that song from Carry On, Carry On by Fun, that band that's already in the Spotify playlist, I believe. But hearing if you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. So it's basically just saying like you'll find your way forward. You will find the light, you will find the sun. Now I'm hearing I'll Follow the Sun by the Beatles. I think that's also in the Spotify playlist. So it's just about really like your pathway forward is illuminated even when it's in the darkest days and you can't really see where you're going. So the number's 36 with this. I'm hearing Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. That's also on the Spotify playlist. But 3 and 6 reduced to 9 in numerology, so it's like the completion almost, or like the ending of a cycle before it can be finalized and a new one can begin. So that could be like if you're lost, you're waiting for this last phase or something to complete. It's like it's on its way out and something new is going to come in. I feel like with the imagery up here, this could have taken place with the last eclipse, or I'm not sure when this is going to find you, but I'm pretty sure there was an eclipse on February 17th and one on March 3rd. So it's like in that pocket of window, like something kind of connects and it can be released that way. So I have a feeling this will find you after March 3rd. It's timeless though, so it's however it resonates for you. I'm getting turquoise could be a particularly powerful like talisman for you to carry if you find that works well with you and your energy, or you like turquoise. Something about it's just incredibly protective, but I'm also getting like supportive of like seer work or trance work or something like that. So you'll know if that's for you. I'm hearing medicine woman. So if that works for you or that resonates for you, then that message is for you. Fenrir, 26. So this is my least favorite story in all of Norse mythology. But it's basically talks about there needing to be a sacrifice for the greater good, but there is this underlying cautionary tale about how we can really let fear kind of weasel its way into our psyche and into our foundations that we set and curate for ourselves, and how that can actually be our undoing. So Fenrir talks about the story of is one of Loki's children. As if you're interested in learning about Norse mythology, you can look up that story there. I hear a dog barking outside. So there isn't usually a dog barking outside, so it caught my attention. But it was prophesized that Fenrir, the wolf, was going to basically have a huge part in Ragnarok, the end of the world. And to prevent that from happening, they bound him. And they said, oh, it was like a test, like, oh, we want to see how strong you are. Can you break these cords? But they knew no cord he wasn't going to break any of the cords. And Fenrir kind of got a whiff of this, a scent of this. So he asked Tyr, who, all right, like basically like put your hand in my mouth or whatever as insurance. So basically he was saying, if you're not going to let me go, I'm going to take your hand. And that's what happened. So it made me really sad, because then eventually he did break out of those cords, out of the bonds. And he did, I forget exactly what he did, probably because I blocked it out because I don't like the story. But he had a huge part in Ragnarok and the end of the world. So some of you are probably like, I don't care about Norse mythology, and I get it. But I think it's an important story though, because it's like, I think it brings in that element of nature versus nurture. Like if they had actually maybe leaned into nurturing Fenrir, and accepting him, like would he have taken part in dismantling the world that he wasn't invited to be in? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. But there's something there for you to look at. But I'm actually getting the main theme, the main message for at least today's reading is where have you allowed fear or a story or a limiting belief to creep in kind of, to your mindset or how you're thinking, and is it actually being destructive or is it helping you? It's probably being more destructive is what I'm getting. It's also coming through that that it's the wolf that you feed that matters the most. So there's this it's in a lot of different cultures, but I'm seeing it come through as like Native American proverb where each person has two wolves within, the wolf of fear and the wolf of love or whatever. Am I saying wolf or wolf? Sorry. The wolf of fear, the wolf of love, and which one do you want to feed? And that's the one that's going to grow. So yeah, I just feel like there's this important message coming in of balance and just compassion. So I talk about this book quite a bit. But The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, highly recommend, and I'll put it in the description box below. But he talks about like there being space, like, so allowing yourself to have space for when you want to ascend into higher levels of being happy, or deepening or expanding your capacity for happiness. The ego steps in, and the ego's like, you can't be happy, you need to suffer or whatever. But you're trying to hold on to that new affirmation, that new belief within yourself. I deserve to be happy, I deserve to be fulfilled, and I deserve to enjoy my life. And the ego's like talking at you. He actually encourages, like, let there be space for the talk back. Like, I hear you, get it out, but we're not doing it. Sorry, this is what it is. But so there's just something about, like, not completely slamming the door on your fear to let it talk, but then just to have the wisdom to know, like, okay, we're not doing that. So it's just, there's like a creative way to make space for compassion that's coming through. Okay. But I do see overcoming fear big time. Othila, this is also called Othala, and sometimes with the number 24. I get that this fear could be inherited. So to take a look at that, if it feels like it resonates for you, where it's like, has the fear been passed down from generation to generation? It could even be too that there's something about generational wealth, or a limiting belief around money, or a mindset around money that has caused a limiting belief. I feel like you're meant to break that. So, and it's actually, I'm seeing it as a bond. Like, it's a bond that keeps you kind of constricted, like Fenrir, where it's actually born out of fear rather than love. So I'm hearing somebody kind of switch their tune to, like, it's safe for me to have more than enough. It's safe for me to earn money for what I do. It's safe for me to, use what resonates and works for you, and allow your heart to kind of, sometimes we can just sit quietly and just say, like, all right, what would be a meditation that would help me? I call in my higher self, I call in the divine, whoever you want to call in that works for you and is for your highest and greatest good. And just say, like, please show me, like, what would an affirmation be that would really help me? It's like, I'm divinely guided to take the actions I'm meant to take for my own prosperity and well-being. That just came through. So that might be one for you. But yeah. And then we have the Norns. So the Norns talk about, like, they're responsible for carving fate into the tree of life. So literally, it's like how you approach and handle fear, especially in times of uncertainty, can actually dictate your fate. So it's not everything's set in stone. So not everything's carved into the tree of life. It's actually in flux. So we can determine our fate by the actions that we take. So again, it's like, do you want your fate to reflect actions taken out of fear, or do you want your fate to reflect actions taken out of love? So one feels a lot better than the other, just saying. Love, in case we had to go there. But yeah, that's how it's coming through. There's also this sense of overcoming personal power with all of the cards. So in this deck, it's not all this color, this creamy yellow color. Some are blue and red and green, but it's interesting we have all the same colored borders here. So with that, I'm getting, it's just the way that you are viewing your personal power, the way you're showing up in the world, and the confidence that you have to be yourself, to create the reality you wish to see, and to see yourself as safe in the world that you create. To take responsibility for your own abundance. It's major sacral. It's sacral, but it's also solar plexus chakra energy. So it's like, it's healing a lot of aspects of yourself, and it's really, really powerful. So in that regard, yeah, I'm going to leave the reading there. Hopefully these messages reached you, and you're doing well. And until next time, stay well and take care.